Michael McEwen here, Alex Perry there. Say hello, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Alex. Yeah, hello. Welcome to our last live YouTube stream of the week. Hopefully fewer cops today, but heads on a swivel nonetheless, just in case any state trooper decides that they want to be, Instagram famous or YouTube famous. So yeah, hello, welcome along. It is Masters Sunday. It's currently midday here in Georgia. It is 5 o'clock back in the UK, and the leaders are about 2.5 hours away from getting the rounds underway. So yeah, we thought we would just jump on here, say hello, to maybe take a couple of your questions. If you've got any, use the comment section below, send us your questions and we'll read out the best ones. We'll obviously filter out the terrible ones and whatnot. But yeah, hello, welcome. Hope you're having a pleasant Master Sunday so far. That noise you can hear in the background is the air conditioning in the car, because it's absolutely, cannot stress this enough, absolutely roasting here today. So,
and yet you're still wearing jumper and jeans.
I like to look good.
You like to look sweaty.
Well, there's that too. So yeah, good day so far. Busy, lots going on. Alex, you've been out on the golf course already this morning.
I did, yeah.
Yep. By the way, I should add, you can't see Alex's legs. He has his legs on full display today. There you go. Yeah, Alex is out on the course following
Mr. Neil Shipley.
You were following Tiger Woods.
I was following Tiger Woods. It was really nice actually. I was just before I went down, they obviously had a shot of Tiger Woods on the telly in the press building on the range, and there was a really nice moment where Shipley went over and introduced himself, and like, you've never seen anyone look so nervous. But no, man, I went up to the first tee, got a really good spot, and there was just such a lovely moment where obviously Tiger Woods comes out to the tee. Everyone knows he just gets this rapturous applause. Everyone just loving it. And Shipley just standing there, swinging his, I think they both hit 3-wood actually. He's just swinging his 3-wood, and then Tiger moves in sort of next to him, and they both just start doing practice swings with their 3-woods. And I was just thinking, imagine what's going through Neil Shipley's head in this moment. I mean, he must have been so nervous. He pushed his first tee shot into the right-hand bunker, and then hit an unbelievable shot up to the front of the green, and then chipped up, and then unfortunately 2-putted from about 4 feet. But yeah, a bit of first tee nerves, bit of first green nerves for him. But there was, I was just saying to you before, and I'm going to tell the 4 people watching, we were
34.
I was walking down from the first tee down the first fairway, and I'm looking over to my left. The 2 caddies are walking, talking. Shipley's just slightly behind them. Clearly doesn't know how to behave, because how do you behave when you're walking down a fairway with Tiger Woods and you're a college student? Tiger was walking behind them. I'm glad I had my sunglasses on, because I genuinely started welling up a little bit. Like I could feel my eyes going, and I don't even know why. I think it was just
that's the Augusta
the
effect.
occasion. Yeah, this place does things to you, man. It's absolutely fascinating. But yeah, we went down, followed them down the second, and they were having a good old chin wag. I think Shipley they both split the fairway on second. Shipley was having a time of his life. Tiger Woods probably giving him some advice. I'm going to go and catch up with them on the 18th, and hopefully catch Shipley off the back of the 18th and ask him about it. But
you're going to turn that into a story?
I think so.
Yeah,
it'd be rude not to,
absolutely
wouldn't
it?
Right. But Shipley put his second in front of the right-hand bunker, so he had the pin position on 2 today is right behind that bunker. So he basically had nothing but sand between him and the flag. And Tiger had a little word with him, and I wonder if he just told him, look, chip this, make sure you get it a few feet past the pin, because it will come back down. And lo and behold, he chips it up past the pin, it rolls back down, tap in for.
Do you honestly think Tiger gave him that advice?
I don't know, but he definitely had a little word with him after he'd hit his shot. So
can you show me how to do that?
Why wouldn't he? But we all had a bit of a panic on 5. Tiger pushed his drive into the trees. Couldn't find it. It went into an area where the patrons can't go, so everyone basically panicked when Tiger got onto a cart. We all thought he was heading back to the clubhouse. No, he was just heading back to the tee. Triple bogey. Looking forward to asking Shipley what it's like to beat Tiger Woods at the Masters, because it's looking like that's going to happen.
Yeah,
so.
looks like it's on. A few questions so far coming in. So let me see. Kevin Singleton is enjoying your hair, Alex. Oh yes, salt and pepper hair. He's talking about your hair.
Not as much as the women like it, I can tell you.
Well, yes.
Silver fox is what you meant to put, not silver.
Like Fabrizio Ravanelli of the golf industry. Jeff Hoops, golf is great. It certainly is. Gary Logan, best part of the weekend so far? It's a good question, because yesterday I was speaking with Bryce Ritchie back in the office. Well, in the office, he's back in his house today, it's Sunday. I was speaking with him earlier and we both kind of agreed there was a bit of yesterday, a couple of hours where there was just a bit of a lull. It felt like nothing was really happening, and then it just got crazy at the end. So if I had to pick one moment that stands out so far, probably Bryson holing out from the middle of the fairway on 18. The guy's just, we've said it on the Bunkered Commute podcast all week. And by the way, there's 6 of them there to go and listen to if you haven't. So go back and catch up, and there will be one more tonight after play's concluded. But we've been saying it all week. Bryson is box office.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to like the guy to, raise a smile whenever you see him. He just does silly stuff from time to time and says silly stuff, but he's compelling, and it's been cool watching him this week. I think the PGA Tour misses him. I think, he's that sort of personality is definitely lacking on the PGA Tour now. Since
he's won a lot of people over this week, I think.
I think so, yeah.
He certainly won me over.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying it yesterday. He's goofy, but he's harmless.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we've always been fans, but it's sort of love-hate, isn't it? He'll just when you start loving him, he'll do something that really irritates. He's like a little brother, isn't he? He just does something that will really irritate you, and then you just think, oh.
I've got 2 older brothers, and I can assure you it works.
That's how they feel about you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Let me see. Andrew Hunter, have you heard if they've soaked the greens today, or is it marble staircases for the final day? I haven't actually heard. I can't imagine they would have soaked.
There was murmurings this morning that they had watered the greens quite heavily this morning to soften them up a bit, but
they were very firm by close of play yesterday.
Yes, they were, and just for the few holes I was out today, they're definitely softer than they were yesterday. So there's every possibility they've done that. I saw Jake Knapp hole out for eagle on 3. That was good fun. Nice. I think it was. Someone's going to come back and tell me I'm wrong there, but that's. I said this the other day it was either in a piece I wrote or on the Commute podcast. I can't remember, but there's just nothing like the roar echoing through the trees here when someone holds out for an eagle or a birdie or something. And
it's different to Ryder Cup roars. It's different to. I suppose Ryder Cup's a bad example because it's very partisan, but it's different to an open roar.
Yeah, because there's nothing there. An open roar just goes into the atmosphere, whereas here it echoes through the whole property.
Yes, the property. I can't believe you said that.
Really
I just heard a bump behind us there, and I thought for a second it might have been, State Trooper Montgomery coming to help himself to content. So, I'd rather a State Trooper opening our boot than anybody else. Is Oberg going to do it? Great question. Heart says yes by 7, and head says no.
By 7.
Probably going to. He'll definitely finish top 10. I think it's going to be tough for him today. This is like the first real test for Ludvig Aberg, and I know that sounds a bit silly because he's had quite a few so far in the few months that he's been a professional, but Masters Sunday with a chance to win is very different to anything else he's ever experienced. There are consequences today for a bad round in a way that there aren't on like a Thursday or a Friday. So he stands the chance of doing something really incredible. I just can't see it. I think it's less to do with Oberg and more to do with the people above him and around him. You've got Scheffler, you've got Morikawa, DeChambeau, Homa, Schauffele's in there. The competition's really fierce, so I would love to see him do it. I just don't think he will.
To win by 7, he probably needs to shoot 59. No, it's
not out of the question, is it?
I can't add anything to what you said other than the fact we said in the Commuter podcast last night, he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
He could go out, if he goes out and shoots 80 today, everyone goes, all right, well, it's his first major, sort of to be expected. He's still going to win major championships. Like your opinion of him isn't going to change whether he shoots 77 or 67 today.
Yeah, true. And listen, whatever happens the week's success, at the start of the week, if you'd said to Ludvig Aberg you were going to make the cut, I'm sure he would have been delighted with that. Deep down, to stand a chance of winning as he goes into Sunday is incredible. Yeah, I mean, it would be disappointing, I guess, at this point if he doesn't finish top 10, but he's going to win one of these if not today, then certainly in the next 5 years, I suspect.
If he doesn't win today, it just delays his Grand Slam by 9 months.
Yeah,
So
delays the inevitable. What else we got here? Keep the questions coming, folks. We're going to be on here for another 10 minutes or so because we've got quite a lot we need to do. Why is Greg Norman mental? Well, there is a very, very good question that I have no great answer to, and I'm stalling somewhat because a Richmond County Sheriff has just driven very slowly past us.
Ironically, it says Dodge Sheriff on the back of his car, which is what we've been trying to do all week.
Norman, yeah, it's been strange, hasn't it? I don't really know what he's been trying to achieve this week. Well, I do know what he's been trying to achieve this week. I've just found it all a bit strange, and really, deep down, I find it all a bit sad. Greg Norman's a legend of the game. One of the guys I remember most vividly from when I was growing up, like as a huge name in golf, and to see what he's become, rightly or wrongly, this sort of pantomime villain, this roguish character, it sucks, to be completely honest.
He's if you haven't seen the quotes that he's put out this morning, they're on bunkered.co.uk, but he's just gaslighting, isn't he?
Big time.
The best bit was when he said, "My hand is sore from shaking everyone's hand." Like, funny how none of the thousands of pictures of you from Augusta this week captured you even smiling, let alone shaking people's hands. So
not one picture of him shaking a hand for all
get
that.
out, Greg. You're not welcome here anymore.
Ian Scott, can either of you get me a Masters ball marker, please? I will never get,
not
so
going back in the shop.
a little memento would be ace.
Not
The answer to that is yes, we could.
A memento for what? Watching it on TV? Come on.
You're going to need to do more than that, Ian.
Right, on that, I don't know if we've spoken about this on this or on the pod before, but I find it really strange when my pals say to me, like, can you get me X, Y, and Z from the shop? And I'm not just talking about here, I'm talking about the Open, I talk about the Ryder Cup.
Anything.
Obviously, we are extremely privileged that we get to go and do this, but I wouldn't want anything from a tournament I haven't been to. And I thought, like, I got sent a Masters mug, one of the actual genuine Masters mugs a few years ago in a care package from like Mercedes on behalf of Bernard Langer. And
thump.
That mug went straight in my not my kitchen cupboard, my cupboard in my office, in my home office. It's still in there. It was still in its box. And I was like, I'm not taking that out until I go to the Masters. So, look, if we go past the shop and there's no... Look, the queue is... They need to sort out this queue. But I think next year there's going to be some changes because I went down this morning, the queue was an hour and a half. And I was just looking at these people in the sweltering sun, just thinking, are you really... It's hard to explain. It's like a roller coaster when you're at Alton Towers, queuing up in the thing, zigzagging back and forth. And then you get in the building and you think, oh, okay, I'm close now. Nope, still another half an hour of zigzagging through. You just happen to be in the shade and air conditioning. So, but it's... Yeah, all right, I'll tell you what was his name, sorry? Ian, if we go past the shop and there's no queue, maybe we'll get you a ball marker.
No.
$50.
What we can't get you is a gnome. That's one of the wildest stories of the week. You can, again, read all about it on the Bunkered website. Gnomes have been limited to, I think, 1,000 a day. They're currently going for about $500 on eBay. It's wild. They're all gone by 10 o'clock every single morning. It's just crazy. I don't know why people want a ceramic figurine that badly, but it's funny. They were introduced in 2016, and I gather that if you've got one from every year from then till now, then that collection is worth, what was it, $25,000?
If there's someone willing to buy that, of course.
Yeah. Let me see. Phil M. Is it deliberate we can only see half of Michael's face? No.
There it is.
Phil
it's
M.
Because we're on...
Aren't you playing just now? I'm sure I saw you just walk to the tee. Got better things to be doing with your time left, eh? Kevin Singleton again, Salt and Pepper. I think that's you. That's sticking, by the way. Can put his golf balls in my cupboard. Okay, Kevin.
It's always nice to... There's a reason why you're a singleton.
That seems like a...
If that's how you talk to...
That's a proposition, by the sounds of it. Paul, is it true that someone won the ballot to play on Monday and it'll be their first ever time they've played?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the talk of the media centre. Julia Westerham,
something like that.
Westerham, yeah, from a TV channel over here. Yeah, it's been the talk of the press building. It's been the talk of social media after one of her colleagues' LinkedIn posts went viral from one of those content gathering Twitter accounts, but no, look, genuinely, I've had people messaging me this morning saying, "Oh, this is a disgrace. Why is she playing?" And I'm just saying, well, she has as much right as any of us to enter the ballot. If she didn't think she was capable of getting round Augusta National, she wouldn't have put her name in the hat. As I said, she has as much right as any of us. And for all we know, just because she's never played on a golf course before, it doesn't mean she doesn't go to the range 3 times a week and stripes it down the middle every time. So.
No, exactly. Listen, she's perfectly entitled. For the record, last year there was a guy playing directly in front of me. I'm pretty sure it must have been one of his first times playing. I was standing off the back of the 15th green, and he didn't. To call his tee shot on 16 a shank would be very, very generous. This thing came off at a perfect right angle and flew about 6 inches past my face. So, and I watched him up ahead when we were playing. He was struggling the whole way around. He did not shout 4. He did not.
Shout 4, guys.
Exactly. Yeah. So look, it's just one of the quirks of the Augusta National that they don't really care if you've played. Well, we'll find out if they don't care if you've played or not.
I'm not annoyed about that in any way, shape or form. I'm more annoyed that Golf Monthly have got in for about the 5th or 6th time. So stop giving it to the Golf Monthly staff.
Give it to you.
Give it to me.
Next time. Goat Daniel says, happy Sunday to you too, Daniel.
Thank you, Goat Daniel.
Yeah.
Goat Daniel Sue. I like Ronaldo.
Oh, I like Ronaldo. That celebration thing. Yeah. Paul again, it's definitely goat bio material. I've only ever played golf once, but it was Augusta National. Exactly, yeah.
We'd all do it.
I would put that in my Twitter account bio. I've not stopped talking about playing Augusta for the last year. In fact, you know what? I'm going to have a moratorium on it. That's a big word. I'm going to stop talking. For the next month, I'm not going to mention the fact that I played Augusta last year because I've milked it for a year. So, no. Right, if you've got any other questions, now's the time to get them in because we need to get back inside to the media centre.
Today?
I am working on something which will be going live, hopefully within minutes of play concluding. It's X random things and random thoughts.
You did that at the Ryder Cup.
Did it at the Ryder Cup. 36 things I did at the Ryder Cup, so if I can...
How many have you got so far for the Masters?
A lot. Like north of 20, and there's still a whole round to go, really, so... Yeah. And you're going to be doing...
I'm going to go and catch Tiger and Shippy coming up.
The big
ship. I think there's probably something to be said about Tiger. He gave me all the feels as I was following him. I know
Tiger did, really? Yeah,
we talk a lot, don't we, about what golf's going to do after Tiger Woods, and I genuinely, like, even now, just the crowds that are out there, if you had a drone, like we did the other day when we were doing this, if you had a drone and you were going around Augusta National, you would follow the swarms. Just you could tell where Tiger Woods' group was at all times, just because that's where the swarms are. It was fascinating that even now, when he can barely walk, he's still getting. I mean, I couldn't move. I went down to the back of the 6th green. The back of the 6th to the 7th fairway is so tight.
Yeah.
I just couldn't move, and even after he'd moved on to 7 and hit his tee shot up 7, and I was trying to get across to come back up to the press building, and it took me like 25 minutes just to get across to basically go 50 yards. It's pandemonium.
Sorry, I've just spotted a love heart. The one remaining love heart that my daughter Sadie gave me before I came out. It's true.
It's true.
What's true?
Spandau Ballet.
Ah, got you. I'll save that for later. Phil M, once again, do you see anything other than a Scottie win? Good question.
Well, we said on the pod last night, didn't we, that if you beat Scottie Scheffler, you win the Masters. Yeah. So I'm fully in the Scottie camp. I think he's gonna. When's he gonna change it to Scott? By the way, but when you get too old to be Scottie.
Yeah, I know. Surely
Scott Scheffler doesn't sound right, doesn't it?
Because there was that guy, was it Willie Wilcox? But he went the other way. He went from Will Wilcox to Willie Wilcox. Yeah. Was
it Andy Cole, the footballer, the Manchester United Newcastle footballer? He got very uppity, didn't he? He wanted to be called Andrew.
Yeah, just call me Andrew.
Grew up.
So you're saying Scheffler?
It's
probably Scottie, to be fair. Yeah, if it's not him, I fancy Morikawa, and I would be very pleased if he did.
We called it last night a flush off.
A flush off. Yeah, we called that on the Masters commute. So listen, I think we've just about got away with this without any state troopers. Nah, they're not around, so That's actually a bit of a shame. I was kind of hoping that one of them would show up and, you know, poke his head into the shot. But yeah, look, as I said, we've got to get back inside now. We've got lots more stuff to do today. We'll be bringing you all the major talking points as they happen on our social media channels throughout the rest of the round. Obviously, all the reaction on bunkered.co.uk today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. And at some point, we're going to have to try and fly home. Obviously, the Masters commute.
Tomorrow? I don't know. I'm so like. It's Sunday today, isn't it?
Sunday's today. Yeah. So yeah, fly home tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, land Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get home. I'm looking forward to the rest of today, but I miss my children.
Yeah, I miss my daughter and my wife. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to some proper food as well. Yeah. I feel like as much as I'm going to get slaughtered for saying this, but as much as the Masters food gets talked about and it's exciting to try when you get here, oh my God, some of it's grim. So I'm looking forward to getting some vegetables.
It's a lot of meat, isn't it?
Fruit.
I'm just
some rice.
Just rice and vegetables for the rest of the week for me. I think so much food, so much pulled pork, so much chicken. I don't want to think about how many chickens I've devoured this week.
How many? Brian Harmon. Oh, he shoots turkeys.
Me and Brian just out. He shoots them. I eat them.
So, see the last couple of things there. Michael Burrows. Hiya, how are you? Nice, Michael. How are you? Thanks,
Michael. Lovely.
So yeah, we're going to go follow along on social media. Go to bunkered.co.uk for all the reaction, and we will have one more Masters commute pod out tonight. So about half an hour for your journey to work if they're in the UK on Monday morning, and then later in the week, myself, Alex and Bryce will be jumping on our regular pod to give you the full breakdown of how it all went. I've just remembered when I say Bryce's name, I need to go to the shop and buy his stuff. He gave me a couple of things I need to buy.
And you need to get matey, well I can't remember his name, Ian. I think it was. You need to get Ian's stuff.
Do you think I should?
He asked nicely.
You did that. Ian, okay, send you a ball marker. Send us your details and we'll sort it out. I promise. Anyway, we will head off now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ian's just replied to say thanks. No, Ian, thank you. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening and for following along. We've enjoyed doing this week, the couple of times we've done it, and it might become a more regular thing. Thanks, Alex, for joining in.
I really enjoyed it.
And thanks for all your questions, your contributions. Have a fantastic Masters Sunday. Enjoy it. Enjoy seeing Ludvig Aberg slip into the green jacket a little bit later on tonight. And yeah, that's it from us for now. So, ta-ra.
Cheers, guys.
You need to turn it off, Alex.
Oh God, that one.